This weather just absolutely perfect for a get-together here today. I think it's just fantastic. I have a couple of announcements. For those of you that don't get to hear the chorus when we're singing, in between songs, you can move up a little bit closer. But please don't move during the songs because we don't want to interrupt our director. I do have an announcement. We have in our midst a local poet by the name of James Pianchi. Mr. Pianchi has written a poem about our country's heroes, and he is available this evening. He's sitting over at this table here to your left. And after the festivities this afternoon, if you'd like to go meet him, he will give you a signed copy of his poem that he has. Let me introduce myself. I'm John White. I'm the current president of the Stevens Point Barbershoppers, known to most of you as the Northern Gateway Chorus. We've been around for about 60 years here in Stevens Point, and we truly enjoy providing entertainment here in central Wisconsin. We're here today to pay tribute to those who have served in the past and continue to serve as the guardians of our freedom and protectors of us here in the local community. It was 12 years ago today that we were most horribly reminded of the sacrifices and dangers that our first responders and military members make on a daily basis. The Northern Gateway Chorus is proud and honored to participate in this worthy tribute. I get to introduce our narrator for the evening. The role of a narrator is to set the mood, to introduce the song, and get you excited about the songs that we're going to sing for you. This requires a person of great skill, an engaging voice, the ability to take control of the audience and fire them up. In other words, he has to be charismatic. Well, frankly, we couldn't find that kind of person in our chorus. So we started looking within the community, and the choices got even narrower there. But we did find a person who has the amazing ability to fire up an audience. I think you'll all agree. He has a reasonably engaging voice, even though he can't sing, and he's very charismatic. He's a local boy who graduated from Spash Senior High School. He was awarded Entrepreneur of the Year in 2004 for Portage County, State of Wisconsin Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2005 for the U.S. Small Business Administration. He was chosen as UWSP's 2006 Spring Commencement Speaker. Talk about having a tough crowd to engage. Well, in spite of all those accomplishments, we thought that this man would be a great person to introduce our program to you today. Please welcome Mayor Andrew Halverson.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much, and certainly thank you to all of you for being here. I certainly hope that I'm able to inspire and be as charismatic as possible here today. But it's a very interesting day that we obviously reflect on today. It's one that reminds us that we need to be very proud to be Americans each and every day. This day happens to remind us even more that the pride that we all share collectively as Americans is something that is very, very special. So as we feel the pride and as we feel the sense to be very honored about being Americans, this is also a day that we have to reflect on to nearly 3,000 individuals that lost their lives on one of the most horrific acts, certainly that my generation has ever been exposed to. It's one of those days where, much akin to the Kennedy assassination, you always remember where you are and were at the time that happened. And I will be sharing a few of those reflections as we get later on here in the presentation. So welcome to all of you again, and throughout our country we have seen a resurgence of patriotism as each American has expressed in his or her own way, united we stand. Tonight we invite you to enjoy and partake in a program that will give each of us a chance to stand and sing some wonderful songs about America and reflect about the special nature that this day certainly provides for us. Our program features the voices of many of your friends and neighbors of the Northern Gateway Chorus of the Barbershop Harmony Society under the direction of John Lay. Please welcome your friends as they proudly present to you this evening, United We Sing. Thank you very much. Lewis Allen once wrote the lyrics to a song entitled "The House I Live In." That perhaps described those things of which we sing today. In part, he wrote, "The house I live in, a plot of earth, a street, the grocer and the butcher and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, the faces that I see, all races and religions, that's America to me." America. September 11th, 1814, was the day that a young Maryland lawyer was detained on a British frigate in Baltimore Harbor. As he stood on the deck on the night of September 13th, he witnessed the bombing of Fort McHenry and was inspired to write the lyrics that would later become our national anthem. The 35-year-old Francis Scott Key wrote 4 verses to our anthem, the second of which seemed to capture his joy of seeing the flag after a long night's siege. Imagine what he felt as he looked through the clouds and excitedly wrote these words. On the shore, dimly seen through the mists of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes, what is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, now conceals, now discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, in full glory reflected, now shines on the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner. O long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Please stand, remove your hats, while we have our colors presented this evening by American Legion Post 6 and our Joint Law Enforcement Color Guard.
left, right, left, 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 right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Color guard, pull. Pull, color. Ready, pull. Right, pull. Raise hand, pull. Order, pull. Left, bang. Forward, pull. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull. Order, pull.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of unbursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may all be seated. Many songs have been written that capture the spirit of our country as it has grown from 13 colonies into the leader of the world that freedom rings throughout the globe. Now it's your turn to sing with us as we celebrate some of those things which have made our own country unique among other nations. The director of the Northern Gateway Chorus, John Lay, will lead us as we start with Home on the Range.
And here's the pitch. Now with this song, this is difficult because that's the key, but your first note is this. Oh. I actually had to explain it to them. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Oh, on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Outstanding. Here's another song of America that has been sung around countless campfires. Let's try I've Been Working on the Railroad.
This is the key. This is the first note.
We got it.
I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-O, fee-fi, fiddly-I-O, fee-fi, fiddly-I-O. Strumming on the old banjo.
Outstanding. It is certainly unique that we celebrate, obviously, the importance of the railroad in a way that we have set out on purpose as we discuss this particular event to keep this light, but to also understand the importance of what is unique about America. The railroad built this country. The West was one, and in many ways, the corollary that is drawn with the railroad, of course, has settled the United States as we progress to the West. But this one is most unique. One of the most American of pastimes. Now, Harry Carey couldn't be with us to sing this today, but please join us as we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
You know, you're sounding pretty good. Men, we rehearse Monday nights at 7. And we could use some of you. Here's your key. And here's your first note.
Ah, got it again.
Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, is there any American who doesn't recognize the opening to Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address? During perhaps the most trying time in our nation's history, Lincoln found a way to express this country's resolve to withstand any test of its determination in a simple 2-minute speech. As we recall the 9/11 attacks on America, Lincoln's closing rings as true today as it did in 1863, when he noted, "We were highly resolved that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth." Battle Hymn of the Republic. Since Lincoln's famous speech, we have witnessed numerous occasions when the people of the United States have come together to form that more perfect union, promised to all of us by our founding fathers in the preamble of the United States Constitution. One such occasion, September 8th, 1892, a Boston magazine published a 22-word recitation for school children to use when commemorating the 400th anniversary of Columbus's discovery of America. Would you please rise and share the Pledge of Allegiance with us now? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Tonight we honor our men and women who serve and continue to serve and protect us in so many ways. They represent the community's emergency services, military, and veterans organizations. I want to share a list of those who have contributed to this event and those who are here with us, but also those, most importantly, that we have to reflect on as we understand and remember the great sacrifices that were paid for all of us on this great day. The Stevens Point Police Department, the Stevens Point Fire Department, the Portage County Sheriff's Department, the Plover Police Department, the Plover Fire Department, and our Joint Law Enforcement Color Guard. American Legion Post 6, Plover VFW Post 10-262, the Fleet Reserve, the Vietnam Veterans of America, the AMVETS, the Polish American Legion, the American Legion Post 543, 40 at 8, the Marine Corps League, American Legion Post 22, VFW Post 11-346, the Disabled American Veterans, American Legion Post 509, American Legion Post 533, the Wisconsin National Guard, and most importantly, all of the active military that we have here protecting us in the United States. So if you would, please give all of our community heroes and those who are serving us a round of applause as we thank them for their service. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now turn to American Legion Post 6 as they will have a gun volley for us here this evening.
Prepare to fire. Ready? Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Present. Hook.
Many patriotic events include the playing of taps. Here, to offer his rendition, is Bob Kiddo, Plover, VFW Post 10-262. Thank you, Bob. Barbershop harmony is a unique American art form The Stevens Point chapter welcomes any and all male singers who enjoy this kind of music to experience it for themselves. For women who may be interested, the local Sweet Adeline chapter features barbershop harmony as well. We will meet anyone interested at the front of the stage immediately following this concert, and I'm sure John will have membership forms and a variety of other paperwork ready for membership, which is very important to any service organization that is out there. The Statue of Liberty welcomes immigrants to our country. At the base of the statue, you will find the following promise. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Let's celebrate our freedom once more in song and recognize that this country truly belongs to all of us. God bless the USA. One of those arriving in America was a 5-year-old Jewish immigrant from Russia. In the fall of 1938, as peace was being threatened with wars breaking out around the world, Irving Berlin revived an original piece of his music with new lyrics and feeling, which has made it America's second national anthem. On Armistice Day 1938, Kate Smith broadcast the song for the first time. We thank you for your help in sharing the music of our great country this evening. Please feel free to express your patriotism one more time as we present Irving Berlin's greatest contribution to his adopted land, God Bless America. Thank you so much to this great chorus for sharing with us the rendition of so many songs that help us reflect on what it means to be an American, and hopefully, more importantly, reminds each and every one of you where you were that day, how it helps us reflect on what happened, who taught you about patriotism and what it means to be an American. Now I'm going to share a little personal story. I hope I make it through because he's sitting right out there in the audience. My father, who's a Vietnam veteran, is here representing Plover VFW Post 10262. We won't hold the Plover thing over him too hard because it's a great veterans organization and we're thrilled that he's involved. But he's the individual that taught me about what it means to be a patriot, what it means to respect America. He was the person that I was on the phone with as I was watching the TV and saw that first tower fall. Now for him, as a retired firefighter, it was equally extremely touching and difficult, obviously, for him to watch that. He understood how many of his brothers and sisters perished in front of our eyes on live television, and the importance of what it means to be light about today, and that's why I'm also very happy that this event was able to share lighter aspects of what it means to be an American, but also very solemn ones that I hope we never forget about. Because I'm concerned that my generation has forgotten the wake-up call that it should be as we struggle with politics on how to deal with the Middle East, how to deal with Syria, how to deal with atrocities. It's interesting that at times you sense America, every once in a while, tends to pause. This would be a time when I think we're pausing as a country when we should be acting aggressively. But that pause and that thought for diplomacy is key. But as was said so aggressively and noticeably during these events, is that the resolve of the United States should never, ever be challenged. Because when we need to step up to the plate, we certainly have always done so as a country and will always continue to do so. So with that, I thank all of you so much for being here and sharing in this great day. May God bless all of us. May God bless those who are serving to keep us safe. And please stand as we retire the colors with American Legion Post 6 and our Joint Law Enforcement Color Guard.
Color guard, pull. Retrieve color. Half step forward, pull. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Color guard, pull. 3 color. Half step forward, pull.
Thank you all so very much for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.